Hello. Hi. I'm Food. Some of you, friends who follow me, will know who I am. Most of you likely will not, as you probably found this video through the hashtags I've added to the tweet itself. I'm a Rooster Teeth and Achievement Hunter fan, and I, along with many people, have been affected by what's happened recently. And so this is my take on that. I didn't plan on making this video originally, but I came home about 4 hours ago realizing I wasn't going to be able to sleep until I said something. So here we are. This video will be structured in two parts. The first part will be a thread that I found in my search for information on what's happened. This thread will have many things compiled. There will be links here to support what's being put in the thread. There's going to be links to videos from a woman who came out with her experiences in meeting Ryan and engaging with Ryan, along with sharing her parts of her chat history with Ryan. She's got a video in which she scrolls through messages, and it's quite something. That will be the first part. I will be reading the thread verbatim, and the second part of this video, or the second section, because it's all gonna be one video, will be me giving my thoughts, my opinions, and what I'm feeling regarding all of this, because I need to get it out. I will also put warnings regarding the topic in the tweet, because I know some people are overwhelmed and I would not want to spring this video on them without proper warning. So to begin, part 1, me reading the thread verbatim. Answer: Ryan and Adam have both had sexual pictures and videos leaked onto the internet. These were first leaked onto a bodybuilding forum a few weeks ago by someone claiming to have catfished them, but the leaks didn't get much attention. There were no accusations or context associated with them during the initial leak. On Monday, 4chan got hold of the files and posted them again, but this time with a series of accusations, including: both men sent the pics and vids to fans. Both did so without their wives' knowledge, so were cheating. Both sent them to minors. Both pressured young fans to send pictures in return. Both sent pics to people who didn't want to receive them. There's also a video of Adam and his wife having sex, with the camera placed in such a position that people believe he took the video and possibly sent it to someone else without her knowledge and consent, but nothing has been confirmed. Several of Adam's pictures were clearly taken in the Funhouse office. Taking pics like that in a workplace may be grounds for dismissal, even if the other allegations turn out to be false. Take most of these allegations with a pinch of salt. The pictures and videos are clearly real, but the screenshots of DMs that are evidence for the accusations of illegal behavior all seem to have originated on 4chan and could be easily faked. The 4chan original poster, criticizes RT's liberal bias and anti-Trump stance throughout the post. So that seems to have been motivation for this, alongside RT firing a voice actor a while back who many believe is a pedophile, but 4chan feels is innocent. The Twitter user who first reported the Ryan pictures outside of 4chan initially repeated the minor's accusations, then walked it back and pretended they had never said it when asked for evidence. No victims have come forward at this time. Edit. Please see updates 1 and 6 for accounts relating to Ryan. Nothing relating to Adam has been shared at this time, and the accusations regarding him and minors seem to have originated on and be limited to 4chan. Right now it seems as though Adam has been unfairly lumped in with more credible accusations against Ryan purely due to their pictures being released at the same time, and them having most likely been catfished by the same person. Speculation/conjecture on the severity and outcomes of the situation. So there are a few hypothetical scenarios here. Best case, the pictures were hacked from private accounts and were meant for their wives, or were meant for another consenting adults, but with their wives' consent, in an open relationship type situation. In which case I feel sorry for them both being violated. RT would not need to take any action, except maybe against Kovic, because in your workplace, man, really. But I would expect both men might take a step back from public life after this. Slightly worse case, both men were cheating on their wives, but with consenting adults. That's shitty. But it's a private relationship issue, and none of ours or RT's business, since Adam's leak contained pictures and videos of his wife. If he was cheating, she likely didn't consent to those being shared with whoever he cheated with, which makes this scenario a lot more awful than slightly worse in Adam's case, and might prompt action from Rooster Teeth. Or RT, as it says in the post. Even worse case, both men are cheating and are doing so with adult fans. There's a fan personality, power dynamic and imbalance there that reeks of taking advantage, combined with them using the same rooms they stream from and wearing merch in the pics, may reflect badly enough on RT that they are removed. Worst case, the allegations of sexual harassment and predatory behavior, lack of consent from Adam's wife, and worst of all, minors being involved are true. This would require immediate dismissal, an official statement, and legal action. Update 1, as referenced earlier. Someone being a clickable link, has come forward claiming to have exchanged nudes with Ryan over social media, beginning when she was 17. Though she admits she told him she was 18. She alleges they met at an RT event, had an on and off virtual relationship for 2 years, and made plans to meet up and have sex in Austin, but they fell through. She also suggests other community members can back up her story, and has posted Snapchat screenshots which she alleges are conversations between her and Ryan on her Twitter. Twitter being another clickable link. If true, soliciting sex online, sending explicit pictures to, and receiving pornography from someone under the age of 18 is illegal in Texas, despite the age of consent being 17. Fucking numbers. You'll have to forgive me, I'm rather tired, due to lack of sleep. Back to the thing. So this could get serious. As I understand it, a mistake of age defense, i.e. he believed that she really was 18, is not valid in Texas, as sexual offenses relating to minors are strict liability, i.e. no excuses, crimes. Remember that innocent until proven guilty is still in play, but goes for the accuser as well as the accused. So, withholding judgment is a better path than condemning him and or dismissing her if possible. Update 2. Ryan has made a statement being a clickable link, announcing he is leaving RT to rebuild his marriage, but denying any illegal activity. Update 3. Adam has been unfollowed on social media by almost all the main members of Funhouse. Images of him have been deleted from the merch store, and he has locked his account and removed Funhouse from his bio. A vague tweet, another clickable link, about karma from former Funhouse member Lawrence Sontag, and 2 more direct being 2 clickable links. Fuck Adam Kovic tweet from former Funhouse collaborator Raul Coley, I apologize for butchering the name, specified that their issues are, or commented, I missed a line. Tweet from former Funhouse collaborator Raul Coley have led to speculation about behind-the-scenes beef between them and Adam, but neither have specified what their issues are or commented specifically on the ongoing allegations. In fact, Raul specifies his beef is not related to the leaks. Update 4. RT has announced, another clickable link, that AH and FH will both be taking a break until at least October 14th and will not be doing live streams in this time. This break is likely to record videos and replace those in their backlog that feature Ryan and probably Adam, and or to process what has happened. Update 5. RT has made an official statement, another clickable link, announcing the removal of 2 employees for code of conduct breaches. Update 6. Several members, 2 clickable links, of Ryan's Twitch mod team have come forward to claim that 2 years ago they received a report of inappropriate messages sent to a fan by Ryan. The story, including screenshots, was given to them by a friend of the fan without the fan's consent, and the fan in question refused to cooperate, so the mod team hit a dead end in their ability to investigate at the time. They say they confronted Ryan at the time and claim he admitted to it, but defended himself by saying it never got too graphic and he wouldn't do it again, which they accepted. The fan in this case is different to the one in Update 1. The word victim is used throughout their statements, but as it was not specified that the fan was a minor, was coerced or manipulated, was harassed or was not consenting, I have omitted it in my own update for the sake of remaining as unbiased as possible. Update 7. Adam has released a statement, clickable link. He does not specifically address, confirm or deny any accusations, but confirms he is leaving Funhouse to try to rebuild the relationships and marriage his actions have damaged. Update 8. RT seems to have lifted the embargo on publicly reacting to this, and many employees have tweeted about it. Only linking the most relevant because I'm reaching the character limit. AH and adjacent, Michael, Lindsay, Jeremy, Trevor, all 4 retweeted by Jack. Fiona via Discord, Meg, IG and FH, Autumn, and Alana. All the names, except for Jack's, are clickable links. Note, now statements have been given by RT, Adam and Ryan. I'm not sure how many more major developments there will be, but I will update if anything substantial happens. I just want to reiterate that these are real people who have been violated by a leak and who admittedly, due to their own actions, have already had their lives, careers and relationships ruined in a few short days. Remember that no serious allegations have been proven, and regardless of what they have or haven't done, please remember that they are human beings, as are their wives and children, who are already suffering due to their mistakes, and will only suffer more if any of the serious allegations do turn out to be true. The same goes for any victims or fans coming forward with their stories. Please remember the human. That is the end of the post. Only took me 15 minutes. Alright, that is the end of part 1. Part 2, my thoughts, feelings and opinions. Where do I begin? Where do I begin indeed? One thing I will comment on that I'm not quite sure how to feel about. In update 1, clicking someone takes you to a video where the woman in question who had these interactions with Ryan explains them, and she also mentions in the description, if anything is needed for clarification, you can check her Twitter, which she references. The Twitter link in update 1 takes you to the video of the messages with Ryan. If we click that link, so we have access to the comments, and we scroll down, we find someone who's linked a screenshot. Supposedly, someone tweeting at this woman saying, "You're such a home-wrecking bitch." Hashtag Ryan Haywood. To which she responds with, "You know it, pretty lady," kissy face and some other emote. Knowing that 4chan exists and things are very easily faked, I do not think that this is, well, I do not know if this is a real screenshot. I do not know if it's faked. I do not have the skills to determine that for myself, so I will take it with a grain of salt. But if it's legitimate, it's, well, it's not the best look, but it is what it is. As for the situation in general, first, I should obviously say, I do not condone or think that people should go after people who are not relevant to the situation. Leave his wife out of this, leave his children out of this, leave Adam's wife out of this, leave their families out of this, leave the rest of the Achievement Hunter crew out of this. Michael, Gavin, Lindsay, they had no idea. And so I imagine they know about as much as we do. And to, for lack of a better word, harass them for answers is not the right thing to do. It's not the good thing to do, it's not the kind thing to do. They will respond, well, they have already voiced some things of theirs, but if they want to share more, they will share more, and no amount of harassing will change that. That being said, Ryan, he fucked up. Kovic, yeah, it's not in a good spot either, really, is he? But my main focus will be on Ryan, as I cannot claim to have ever watched a single Funhouse video. I have no emotional attachment there. That being said, what he did is fucked up. Him being Kovic, doing stuff in the workplace, and potentially going behind his wife. He deserves what he's gotten. Haywood, I'm personally of the belief that 18 should be the age of consent. 16, 17, or 15 makes no sense to me. It's not right. Now, here in Sweden, the age of consent is 15 years old, which is fucked up. It's not illegal, but it's definitely moral. It's definitely bullshit. And quite frankly, any adult, especially 36 plus or anything like that, that tries to get with a 15-year-old should be shot. They are not humans in my eyes, in my opinion, in my view. These pedophiles are not human. They should not be treated or regarded as humans. They should just be put down. As such, I approach things with the belief and the opinion that 18 years old is the age of consent, regardless of where you are. If this woman is telling the truth, she most likely is, from what I can see, and from what my gut feelings telling me. If she was 17 at the time, and then Ryan has committed a crime, given that soliciting sex online, sending explicit pictures to and receiving pornography from someone under the age of 18 is illegal in Texas, Ryan's committed a crime. That is beyond fucked up, and I wish to see justice served. But if these pictures were sent after she turned 18, that is something else entirely. But she claims she was 17 at the time, and I have a gut feeling. I want to mention, I should clarify, before all of this, I was not a Ryan fan. I was not a Ryan hater. I was neutral in my approach to Ryan and his appearances and contribution to Achievement Hunter and Rooster Teeth content. Seeing him in a video did not make the video a must-watch, but him, just like all of the other people in the video, had bits that they contributed to make the video worth watching. Obviously, since these news have come out, my opinion of him has changed for obvious reasons. And there are some things I want to say, but I am not going to let my feelings get the better of me, because bad things happen then. It did in the past, and I have moved past that. I am better now. At least I like to think. So, my opinions. This is all a mess. I believe Ryan should have been a responsible adult, a faithful husband, and good father. He should not have engaged in this behavior, to say the least. It's disgraceful. It's horrendous. It's a punch in the face to his wife, to his children, to his friends, and Achievement Hunter family and his fans, to have done such things. Likewise for Adam Kovic, it's a punch in the face to everyone this has affected. And as someone who is in a relationship with two people, because I am poly, honesty and trust is a very big thing to me. It's very important that these be maintained. And the idea of someone doing this to their wives, in Ryan's case, the one who carried his children, has me upset and angry beyond words. And I can honestly say, if I had been working for Achievement Hunter, and I was with him, or I encountered him after these accusations leaked of him grooming, quote unquote, engaging inappropriately with fans because of the fan personality dynamic and that whole thing, going behind his wife's back, cheating on her for about 3 years, from what I can find out. If I was working with him, if I was his friend for as long as some of the Achievement Hunter members were, if I trusted him as much as they did, I would have taken my time and I would have enjoyed breaking him for what he's done. I'm not a violent person, honestly. I am calm unless certain buttons are pushed. People who know me can verify, and they know who I am. But if certain buttons are pushed and lines are crossed, all bets are off. But enough talk about that. I can only hope we find out the entire truth. In Rooster Teeth's statement, I do not agree. They are of course free to word their statements however they wish. I am not going to sit here and tell anyone how they should feel or react, or what people should say. But I believe it would have been a better look if they had mentioned by name and action who they are and what they'd have done. It would have given me a feel, well, it would have felt to me like they were really taking a stance by saying, these are the people, this is what they did, they are out of here. Like they did with the, well, I don't know about the voice actor that was booted, because I don't watch any of the shows that have voice acting in them, like Ruby and such. I don't watch that stuff. But yeah. Personally, I would have liked to see them deliver a more personal, I feel, in a way. It might not be the best word, but I would have liked to see them really put the foot down and say this sort of behavior is unacceptable. But they've put out their statement, and that is what it is. I cannot believe that this has been going on for this long. And now, I should clarify, by the way, I'm not one for pre-planning, so this is mostly going off of the top of my head, as I still don't have everything in order. This is a bit jumbled, I must admit. But there's not much else I can say. These Adam Kovic and Ryan Haywood both, these subhuman specks of shit on my shoe, went behind the backs of their significant others, abused the fan personality relationship, supposedly to send and receive pornographic images. And I believe somewhere I saw mentions of grooming as well. Despite all the talking, I really feel like I don't have words for this. I can only hope in the end they get what's coming for them in every sense of the word, if it turns out that Ryan did something illegal. I hope that he gets the book thrown at him. If he didn't, I hope that he doesn't get punished as if he did. If that makes sense. So, I will be ending this recording with the message to once again reiterate: leave the wives and children out of this. Leave their friends, or former friends, out of this. In the discords, leave the moderators out of it. They are not to blame for what Ryan's actions have done. They are not to be blamed for Ryan taking these actions. Or for Kovic, I don't know if he has a Discord or not. As for the woman that came forward, she admitted to not telling him that she was 17. She admits to telling Haywood that she was 18 when she was 17. That is not right. I understand there was a whole fan dynamic thing going on. I believe she mentions in her video and talks about the feeling of getting attention on that level from someone she was a huge fan of. Got to her head. But, and again, I can understand, not relate, but I can understand how something like that could get to your head. Someone you've looked up to for a long time noticing you and not talking to you as if you're just another fan, but giving you specific attention. I can understand that getting to your head, but that does not excuse lying to him about your age. It does not excuse having a virtual relationship with someone you know to be married with children. I am not victim blaming here. I am not saying that she's in the wrong for outing Ryan. I firmly believe that vermin needs to be purged. But I do not think it was right of her to lie about her age and willingly and intentionally going into a relationship with someone she knew to be married with children. Someone she knew to be married and have children. Sounds better than the first time I said that. On Ryan's side, he should have known better. I believe she said he was 36 at the time of this happening, which is 36 married with kids. What the fuck was he doing? Doing this? I don't understand. I don't understand the train of thought that leads you from married to a wife or having a significant other and 2 children to cheating on your wife. He should have known better. He should have not done this. He could have said no. Again, her video goes into greater detail from her point of view, so I recommend watching that because it gives you her point of view. I also recommend checking out the other links in the linked mega thread. Once you click it, you will come to a thing that says not safe for work, and under that is the thread from which I have been reading. Yeah, what else can I say? I will say, I do not take the accusations of him grooming or sexting with underage people, because that originated from 4chan, and 4chan is about as reliable as US mainstream media. For those of you who know what I'm talking about, with the political bias and agendas going around. 4chan is not a reliable source of information. I will not hold them to be true until I see evidence, irrefutable evidence, to suggest they are true. I hope this all gets resolved soon so that we all as a community can move on, heal, and just feel good and happy again. With Adam and Ryan gone, there's going to be a gap there. But in light of what they've done, I could not be happier to see them go. And it does not matter who it is. Some things cannot stand. Some things cannot be excused. And I do not care for Ryan or Kovic. I can only hope and pray that their families do not suffer any more than they already have. I heard stuff about them being doxxed. I heard stuff about about people trying to find Ryan's wife at work and going after the children, which is beneath contempt to do. You just don't do that. I hope they do not have to see a single bit of that more. As for Ryan, in light of what he's done, that we know for certain, in light of what he's potentially done, if it comes to be true, I have no pity for Ryan or Adam. I have no remorse with what I've said, and I hope, cruel as it may sound, I hope they suffer for what they've done. Especially if it turns out they interacted with minors. Then I hope they suffer. To not make this video an hour long, it's currently 40 minutes, I will be ending it here. Thank you for, if you've made it all this long, or all this way, even if you just clicked it to listen real quick. This has been my emptying of my brain, and hopefully with this out in the open, with these words so spoken, I can rest and move on and begin healing myself. Something I cannot wait to do, as once I heal, I can begin helping other people heal. Thank you for listening, and I most likely will not be super active on Twitter, but I will keep my eyes out for mentions or notifications or what have you. I understand things are rough, but the friendships and the communities that have been built around these individuals are so much bigger than just the individuals. Because they are now gone, you do not have to look at your friends and say, well, I guess we can't be friends anymore. What you have is greater than the people that caused you to meet in the first place. Find strength in each other. Help each other out. Support those that need it. And seek support if you yourself need it. With 2020 being the year it has been, no one needed this, but we've got it anyway. I wish you all the best in recovering. I wish Achievement Hunter the best in recovering, and I hope that we can come out of this still standing strong. Thank you and goodbye.